I always say that we're only custodians and guardians and stewards.
It's unbelievable to see the car in the condition it's in now.
See that car sitting here and run and drive. Really, does it get any better?
This is a epic reunion, having Kurt here and the car coming back after all these years.
I'm Kurt Giovanni. I'm Bob Giovanni's son. He was one of the partners in this car with Chuck Spurgeon. They started running the car shortly after the war. And, got a perfect score, 1,800 points for the season, which means that it broke its own record at each meet. And so it's a pretty amazing thing that a car was able to do that over an entire season. It's unbelievable to see the car in the condition it's in now. Chuck sold it in '52, and the engine was sold about the same time. The engine belonged to my dad, and the car was Chuck's. And I looked for the old car, and I lost track of it. Carl Borg turned it into a rear-engine GMC-powered car, and then he sold it to Bob Cano, who drag raced it for a short period of time. And then it wound up somewhere out here in the desert. When I saw what was found in the desert, it's unbelievable that it could ever come back to this condition. Ernie and the people that he had involved getting it back to this condition, and Jim with the engine and so forth, and the carburation changes. It's really amazing. It's amazing to see it running and driving with Ernie behind the wheel and just having fun, enjoying it.
I was very pleased to get a phone call from John Beck, and he told me about Ernie and Elaine and this car right here, and if I would be inclined to be involved. And the car had already been restored, but to make it run and drive, oh my God, what an honor. And it was beautiful, but it was just, there were some final tweaks and stuff, just things needed to be addressed to actually make it run and drive and not harm the integrity of the car. I mean, that was first and foremost.
We felt no shortcuts. We gotta do this right because it represents two families. I think we wouldn't have made it if we didn't have the help of Karen and Kurt and other people of the family. They had beautiful pictures, big. And so it helped us, restore it perfectly. In spite of the fact that this car went from a dry lakes racer, solely a dry lakes, then it went to drag racing and it went to the Salt Flats, Bonneville. When they were restoring the car, they unscrewed the belly pan. And lo and behold, what comes out? Dust and dirt. And that tells you that it wasn't salt and it wasn't asphalt powder, but it was El Mirage dirt.
The Spurlin-Giovanine car makes a huge impact on my life. There's been these other famous vehicles that have been very well publicized. Now, this car's been featured, but by and large, it's been kind of hidden. And I think that's some of the beauty and charm. And the 1948 season, when this ran out here at El Mirage, to have a perfect score, 1,800 points, I believe, to every pass go faster, every meet break its own record. This car has not been really showcased in the light it should be. It's such a famous, incredible car.
This car ended up in Hot Rod magazine as a feature car 3 times. Not only the first time, but also Mother Sill Special and also the Cano version. Not only was it cool in breaking records at every other 6 meets in 1948, but looking at the car, it is absolutely stunning. It is sheer beauty, I think everybody would agree, just looking at it, the elegance of that for being 1948. And what a way to come to El Mirage, to come with this car that's such a legendary car.